Oh my god, GG's! Welcome to episode 10.
Episode 10, it's here.
Can you bloody believe it?
What's that in mathematics? 10.
What?
It's deck. Decagon. Isn't it? 10. 10 sides is deck. Decade. Decagon. Dickhead. You got 10 heads. Yeah, we're on episode 10 already. Jesus, can you believe it?
Can't believe it. We're loving giving out. We're loving providing.
You alright? Do you want to have a factory reset or what?
Alright, GG's, how's it going?
How's it going?
Just a reminder, if you're a bit of a snowflake,
Mount away.
if you can't have a laugh,
Go and have a bath.
and if you can't handle swearing,
Then
Robbie,
do one.
your week's just got brighter because it's time for your next episode.
Keeping it real and accepting and building.
Click that subscribe button.
Okay, guys, enjoy.
Enjoy!
What is going on inside that heat?
We are absolutely loving brightening your Wednesdays every week, guys. And
Yeah, but
we hope
are
you
we?
Too. We are.
Yeah, but are we bright-
That's just facts.
Yeah, but we like doing that, but are we actually brightening their Wednesday? We're making it more gloomy.
If it was gloomy, I'm sure they wouldn't tune in.
That's the problem.
That's 'cause
I'm
we've got
joking.
one listener,
Actually,
one
I tell
listener
you
only.
what. Actually, the numbers. I'm pretty happy with the numbers.
Really
So
happy
yeah.
with the
So
numbers. Thanks, guys.
keep it going, guys, and don't forget to hit that follow button wherever you're listening to this podcast. I was going to say Facebook. You're probably not listening on Facebook, and if you are, that's an error. YouTube, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, wherever. And if you want to sponsor the podcast, feel free. If you're a local business and you need some exposure, feel free. What you're laughing at? I'm getting in the swing of it.
1 minute, you were literally around the microphone like you were an MC.
MC Small, yeah, that's my name. Gonna go to the floor, gonna play the game once, twice. Yeah, if anybody wants to give us some money, feature on the podcast, feel free.
If anyone wants sponsors, just drop us an email. It's girlandagauk@gmail.com.
Right, how are you today?
Hello, Robbie.
Hi.
I am doing great this morning. I figured...
This morning, bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
I've realised, for me to function, because it's only like 8 a.m. right now, I have to go to the gym at 6.
Is that that's on the tick list? Get the gym in. Do you know what? Actually, genuinely get the gym in. Such a good...
It helps you so much. And granted, getting up at 5 a.m.
It's tough.
isn't the tits.
But do you know what, guys? If it was easy...
Everyone would do it. But the feeling after doing the gym is the tits.
It is the tits.
That's the way I can describe it, you know?
You do feel so much better after going, don't you?
Yeah, I did spinning this morning. Felt like Ariana Grande. Been there all night, Ariana. Been there all day, Nicki Minaj. Where
Talking
in reality,
shit once again.
In reality, I look like Miss Trunchbull on a bike.
No, you don't. You are absolutely gorgeous. I would love to go to a spin class with you, actually.
Let's go.
Do you know
Let's
once
go.
I went with Mum and I had to leave the class because I was going to be sick?
Yeah, I felt a bit vommy today. But the class that I go to, unreal, because it's like, like music.
Wakes you up.
It certainly does. Jesus Christ.
On about waking up. So normally I get up at 5:30, but I set an alarm that was on my phone for 5:35.
Okay.
But it must have been like from ages, so I just tapped it on. Well, I have a nice little 5:30, nice little noise that gets me up. It was a fucking this one. I was like, what the fuck is that? It must have been from, I don't know, probably like years ago or something. It's just been on my phone. I was thought, fuck me. I was like, wake me up.
It's either when
Flew out of bed. Yeah, it's like ding 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 ding.
Robbie.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And then that fucker got me straight out the pit this morning. Come on and brought some
I've
new roll on.
got some Linked Africa for you.
When have I ever sprayed
Yeah, I
Linked
know,
Africa?
but it's a lad's deodorant that I've got, so you may as well have it.
Bab, that'll go in one place in the bin.
Do you not like it?
No.
Oh, right.
Links.
Yeah.
It's like being 14 again.
Well, it's just
Bab, I'm on the Mitchum these days. Do you know what I mean?
It says a little, Bab.
Oh, that'd be a good
actually-
sponsor, actually. Mitchum.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, but like, in all your respects, I think you should probably take the Linked Africa right after this morning.
True.
Onion.
Yeah,
head.
onion breath. Yeah, well, what's worse, smell like onion or smell like Links Africa? Probably Links Africa.
I got that as a Christmas present. A little tip for the girls. All the boys. I've got just a little tip for you. Really quick tip.
Go on then.
When, like this time of year, I don't know about anyone else, but my eyes really water. I think it's also because I'm really tired. So my eyes water a lot and they do that twitchy thing. Well, when I
Why are you always crying?
always crying because I'm with him all the time. He makes me sad.
I believe.
And I always wear like winged eyeliner. Now I was putting it in my outer corner and then taking it up like usual because that's where it's meant to go. And then every time I was editing the podcast, like Pod 5, and you can just see like black under my eye, look like a panda. So if you put the eyeliner just almost like above the line it's meant to be, and then when your eyes water in the outer corner, it doesn't hit.
Fuck my life.
So when you're putting your eyeliner on Saturday, Robbie, you know what to do. This is when
I was
at
about
the end
to...
of this podcast, I look like a panda. But yeah, that's just my little top
Well,
tip.
thank you.
No worries. Have you got any gossip out for us, Rob?
Have I got any gossip? I don't think so, or have I? Embarrassing moment from me the other day, but you know what, we're just going to bring it because we're keeping it real. And this shit happens, if you pardon the pun. This was a couple of weeks ago. I've gone in to finish my workout, and as always, go and get a shower. The stomach's going, I'm thinking, you know, something's brewing here. Anyway, I get in there. I've got my headphones in, so I can't really hear anything. I'm looking around. I thought I was in there on my own. Thought I was in the gym on my own, so I've let out like a... And then my headphones were out by this point. Then I've done the fart. The shower door just like the lock comes on. It's like, and then the door just opened. I literally was just like, just getting all my shit out of my bag, and I thought, oh my, the guy didn't even say a word. If that was me,
like, good one there,
if that was me, I would have been like, whew, that stinks. It didn't smell, it was just there, but yeah, pure embarrassment. I was literally just getting changed.
What is
just
it about farting?
I don't know. It's a natural place. It's methane. Is it actually methane from us, or is that just cows? Bova.
Ask Mum.
But no, yeah, I just let out a massive fart, and then it was just how he was mute.
When I
would be pissing myself. If
I would literally be pissing.
Anyway, have you got any gossip though? Enough from.
I actually have got a bit of gossip for you.
Go on.
Right, this is actually really, 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 really bad. So I went for a bit of a college reunion a couple of weeks ago. You don't know this. Went to London and I got chatting to this guy.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice, good looking chap.
You got him on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
When I was looking through the Instagram, I saw this girl, and I actually thought they were brother and sister. Genuinely thought they were brother and sister because they look the same, right? And I didn't do a massive stalk. I just didn't. He hasn't messaged me, to be fair, but he's liked a lot of stories, and he was very, very flirty when we were chatting. Like, very flirty. Very flirty.
He even got his finger in me fanny at the bar.
So, yesterday I liked his Instagram.
Nice.
Right?
Play the game.
And I've been liking a few stories as well back, not gonna lie. Liked the Instagram, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a little stalk actually. Had a little stalk, and I kept going, I saw the same girl, and I went, whoa, like...
He's got a girlfriend.
5 years.
The snaky little shitbag.
I went through and I unliked his Instagram. I've unfollowed him because I was like, that's just actually like, I know.
What a piece of shit.
I know. And like, it was good to that point where if that was me,
I'm sorry.
I would want the girl to tell me, but I'm not. I'm sorry.
No, don't
what
be.
what does everyone else think in this situation? Would you tell the girl? Because like, it's not like he didn't do anything. He just, well, he did do something.
He did.
But he didn't kiss me or anything like that.
It's a tough one.
But he was flirting. And he was like, oh no, he was complimenting me to the nines. And he was saying, I like you, you know, type thing. And he was like,
you like pulling the ones in relationships, don't you? Traitor. He had a fiance. Now this one in London. They're coming threes. Who's next?
Well, can you stay away from me, please? Because that ain't my vibe.
Yeah, if you've
awful.
If you've got a partner, a tiny bit of a flirt, maybe a bit of window shopping, you can look but you can't touch. But the Instagram liking the story, all of that shit. Oh no, yeah. That's very much full on.
Liking stories as well. That's a bit of like.
That's a bit like that. That's a signal.
That's a signal.
We call that signalling.
And I liked the Instagram thinking, but like
you're in there.
Yeah, and he's been liking my Instagrams as well.
No, I'm sorry. What a knob. What an absolute knobhead.
I know, it's just horrible, isn't it? And I just thought to myself, and I looked down and like, they've got loads of pictures together. I mustn't have had a proper stalk. Because I went down and I was like, oh my God. But then I felt awful.
So recently there's no picture of them, but then...
So there's like a picture on like maybe like the third row, but I clicked on it.
Thinking it was his sister.
Yeah, because the comments on it as well, because do you know how there wasn't any captions, so do you know how sometimes the comments just come up immediately? It was something like Someone tagged her and put like absolutely gorgeous or something. He put something like quite bantery back, so I immediately thought they were brother and sister.
Right.
Because of the type of language. And I'm not going to lie, they look the same. And then
Maybe they're just extremely close.
Happy 5 years.
Maybe they're...
5 years of being besties and
Maybe they was twins separated at birth.
Maybe.
And now they've found themselves again.
No,
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Yeah, very cosy pictures when you scroll down. Very cosy.
Incest. Yeah, no,
judgment.
if you're listening...
I'm disappointed in you, actually, because you came across really...
What did he do for work? He had a good job as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he owned his own business.
You can't trust these entrepreneurs.
Family-run business, and then he, like, took over it, and he's, like, accelerated it, and he was a really interesting bloke. But he's a snake. He's an interesting but slimy bloke.
Slime
What
ball.
a shame. Like, not a shame for me, I don't care. Plenty more fish in the safe than me.
Yeah, but
it's just shame on her.
Shame that you're behaving like that.
Yeah.
But he'll get what's
because as well, there was... But do you know what makes it even worse? We basically sat on their table because there was no other tables, and we were like, oh, do you mind if we sit on the end? Yeah, no problem. All of his friends were there while he was chatting to me, and it was Izzy, do you know what I mean? Like...
Now, was it Izzy thinking, what the fuck's he doing, or was it Izzy thinking, here we go?
No, as in, he was giving me eyes. His friends were just watching the game. His friends didn't even bat an eyelid.
I don't know if he's having a bit of trauma in that relationship, because...
Well, that kind of insinuated for me, maybe they've broken up and he hasn't really, because he's currently travelling. And I don't see any her. He's not with her, travelling. So
oh, God, what a pickle he's in. Sending love.
Do you know what? We're here for you.
We're here for you. If you need help,
listen
write
to the
in.
last episode on therapy because you need it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you now, I ain't getting involved with your hun, so...
Bye-bye for now.
Ciao for now.
What is it?
Jersey cow.
TTFN? Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now.
But yeah, that's my gossip. Not very nice, though.
No, prick. On about pricks.
Yeah?
Should we move on to who's most likely to?
Why? What's...
Nah, I'm joking. Shall we move on to who's most likely to or not?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah? You ready? Who's most likely
likely
to?
Robbie's got these today.
Oh, actually, just before this, I've got a voice note from my sister. I might play it because it might be podcast related. Mm-hmm. If it's not, we'll crop it out.
Listened to the pod this morning. Well, I've got 10 minutes left, but I actually watched you on YouTube. Normally just listen on Amazon. But I watched you while I was getting ready. Loved it. You both should be very proud of yourselves.
GG's.
So, yeah. It's like my weekly thing now. I literally look forward to it. It cracks me up when I go into Amazon as well, and your two faces come up next to Luana. I'm like, yeah, guys.
Oh, I literally love it. She's
We
so
have
supportive.
got our biggest GJ, I think. Leanne is the biggest GJ. Right, so...
Just before you get in there, do you know what I'm going to do after this?
What?
I'm going to go to the co-op, I'm going to get a baguette, I'm going to get some sausages and make a sausage baguette.
That sounds paying.
Would you like one?
I ain't got time. I have
Would you
not
like me
got...
to bring you one?
No, it's fine. Although, I might actually go and get some sausages
Put them in the
and do it
airfryer.
myself.
What's your favourite flavour of sausage?
Cumberland.
Cum.
That was a good one. Who's most like number one on this week is we will say it. We've said it before. We'll say it again. These are coming off the Instagram. So if you're not following us already on the Instagram, you're right there. Jingle.
Sorry.
Sound like a reindeer. Where's Lana? Right. So these have come off the Instagram. If you're not following us on there already, please do so because it's your chance to get involved. Completely anonymous, of course, unless you want to feature.
Thank you.
Who's most likely to eat something off the floor? 3, 2, 1. Robbie. I mean, look. Let's be honest. Strengthens the immune system. Just be feral. I mean, I eat chicken raw, so
Yep.
you know, anything goes in my mouth. It's cool.
We know. Sorry.
Number 2 this week is who's most likely to trip over their own feet in public? 3, 2, 1. Mia.
Yes.
Do you want to give any explanations? How many times you hit the deck in public and been an embarrassment? We know about Butlins.
Yeah, we know about Butlins. Right, so I was at the pub with my ex-boyfriend and his whole family.
Of course she was. Love the pub. Come on.
I was walking with a pair of platforms on, tights and a skirt. Walking, tripped over, face planted the floor. His whole family was there. My tights were ripped, my legs were bleeding, and I genuinely still think about it to this day.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Embarrassment.
Rough out there.
You are an embarrassment.
Fall over all the time, though.
Also, something that's just popped into my head. Yesterday was April Fool's Day. And this little fucker got me good.
I did.
Do I kind of give context or not? I would just... she texts me something which I definitely was not expecting, and I didn't realise it was April Fool's Day, and it fully choked me to the point where I was like, call me now. And then I was like, how does that make you feel? I can't give you the context, but I was like, how does that make you feel? And she said, yeah, cushy, because it's April Fool's. I've just put, what did I put about you, no good, stupid.
Yeah, I would like to give you context. I don't think we can.
No, it's fine. Okay, let's do one more. And Gigi's, thank you for making this less X-rated this week, because I think they're horny bastards, so someone's not getting it. Me. You. Who's most likely to have a wardrobe malfunction in public? 3, 2, 1. Mia.
Meerkat.
Meerkat.
Little story, real quick. I was on stage doing my third year musical, dressed as a bloke, and
Shock.
I jumped.
Sure, that's not just a weekend.
I jumped off stage and my boob came out, and this was getting filmed for agents. There was agents in the audience, all my teachers were there, loads of parents, all the second years, and my boob was literally out. I'm talking nip the lot.
Areola.
The lot.
Areola's on
not
show.
gonna lie. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey! Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that was intense.
That was intense. And I think that's it this week.
By the way, before we move on,
Yes.
have you got any boy dramas or anyone in the mix at the moment? Because we haven't really talked about that for a couple of weeks.
There's a couple.
Ooh.
But you know me, I like to keep it open.
Yeah.
How about you? Yeah, there's not much coming from me on that front, to be fair.
Yeah, couple.
Are you being a bit of a hoe? I hope so.
No, not at all. But like, I haven't met any of these geezers yet, so I think it's perfectly fine.
These could be more catfishes, could we? We've got some more
I don't think
stories.
these are catfishes actually, but I'm quite interested in one of them actually.
Oh yes. Do you want
I'm
to?
interested in two of them. One of them is really maybe overtook the other one. There is one of them that I'm quite actually. He's funny. He matches my energy. He's mental. So yeah, stay tuned, guys.
Actually, can I just touch on that? Stay tuned, and I want to hear all about this. I also need to see a picture. Yeah, I can't believe you've not told me about this. How dare you?
He's gorgeous.
One in my DMs at the minute is a TV and radio producer. So I've literally messaged him about this morning and said, how do you fancy producing a podcast?
I was going to say use and abuse.
Bad, using abuse. Like, literally, you can produce the podcast.
I'm joking.
And then
Have a
you
bit
can
of... Yeah,
on
I'll
set.
leave.
You can leave, and then I can...
No, do you know what I'll do? I'll film it.
He's a producer, and that would be great. Get laid, and then get the podcast produced. Let's go.
Let's go. What's his name? We'll beep.
You fucking know him.
Fuck off,
Yeah,
is he a producer?
yes.
He did not give me...
I know.
I'm a producer.
What we talking about today? Dunno.
That is crazy, man. I did not expect that. I literally thought that was a completely different blow.
And now, a quick message from our sponsors. Are you tired of the same old sweets? You need Sweeties. From premium, mouth-watering treats to classic favourites. Whether you're treating yourself or sending a sweet gift, we've got the perfect mix for you. Find us on www.sweeties.co.uk. That's SWEETIZ. Right, enough about the boys then.
Yeah.
How was your photo shoot this week? You had a photo shoot, right?
Yeah, guys, I had basically like a refresh of like headshots, which is musical theatre and acting.
Which is a shot of your head.
No, genuinely, it's called headshots. Of
No
like
shit.
musical theatre and acting pictures, and poker face, and then I had some like Energize ones done. Which
Energize
is my business.
Socials.
Energize Socials. We don't know.
Who edits the podcast?
Yes. Well, not anymore.
No.
We have multiple editors.
I'm now an editor as well.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a really, really good time. I had a really, really, really good session with Ryan Hall Studios. Don't know, get to know. He's fab.
Yeah, I was going to say I've seen some of his work. It looks great, and you've shown me that picture today that's on the website of you.
Yeah.
It's like she's that pretty and that good. She's now sent a stage on the website.
Oh, thank you.
You should definitely
not my own website, his website.
His website. You should definitely be charging some royalties to use that picture. Just saying.
But no, yeah, shout out because he is fab. So if you need any like personal branding doing, headshots, if you need some like work doing, he specializes highly in like the beauty industry. So if you're a beauty guru or you have products, then he can do that.
Absolutely, check him out.
Okay, we have got another dilemma being sent in from one of you.
Can we call them dimellas, please?
Dimellas.
Because that woman said it on Big Brother that time.
Dimella.
We've got a dimella.
Got a dimella. Right, we've got another dimella. From one of you, Judy. So thank you so much for pinging this over. Really appreciate it. Right, hey there. Oh,
what?
We've had a response, by the way.
Oh, you mentioned this last night.
Shall I read that out first?
Wait, so this is from...
Okay. Wait, yeah. This is from the lady on episode 3.
3?
I want to say 3, but it could be 4.
3 or 4.
If you haven't listened to it already, go check that out because otherwise this will not make sense. She basically was talking about how she was in a relationship. Sorry, lies. Her friend confided in her that she was cheating on her partner, but they're all friends.
Did we... Okay, yeah, go on, sorry. Go for it.
Hi, I thought I'd give you an update. Thank you so much for your advice. I did it. I gave her the ultimatum and said if she didn't say something, I would. I also told my boyfriend about it and he agreed with you guys.
Slay.
Where we are at now is that they are split up and the group is still a thing, but without her in it.
That's juicy.
I know that's wild because I'm a girl's girl, but I couldn't condone her behaviour. Thanks again.
Put it there.
I mean,
we've helped out our first Gigi.
We have helped out our first Gigi, but like now that girl's got no friends. But
well, don't go around shagging people then. Then you might have a few friends.
But thank you so much for writing back in.
Yeah,
really
cool.
Really appreciate that.
We was kind of hoping that she wrote back in, didn't we?
Yeah.
I rate that.
I rate that a lot. But I'm glad the boyfriend agreed with us as well.
Yeah, well, he would do because he's probably got half a brain.
There's
no excusing that or protecting that.
Time for the dilemma. Hi there, I need some advice and honestly I'm feeling quite stuck. I've been with my boyfriend for a couple of years now and we've recently bought a house together. Congratulations.
Nice. Well done.
We even signed the mortgage and it feels like everything is moving so fast. But now I'm starting to question if this is what I really want.
Okay.
Bab. It's okay. We can sort this. I think I've rushed into this relationship and the whole let's move in together and buy a house thing. And now it feels like there's no way out. I love him, but lately I've been feeling trapped. I don't know if it's just the stress of owning a house or it's something deeper, but now I'm scared I've made a mistake. What should I do? I can't keep feeling like this, but at the same time I feel like walking away would be a huge mess because of the mortgage and everything else. Thanks so much. Oh, bad.
Tough one, that, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, not really sure why you're feeling like this, but first step is obviously sit down with your partner, tell them exactly how you're feeling, air that out, and if those feelings don't change, you probably need to act on that.
My advice would talk. I think the first step that you've done, which is great, is that you've almost admitted your feelings. I feel like when you say it out loud, you're kind of admitting it.
Yeah.
So well done. I think second thing I would do is go and talk to someone you trust, like a friend or your mum or your dad or whoever it might be, and have it out with them. I feel like they might be like, oh, but is it not this? Or because they know you, they might be able to like relate it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But then Robbie's right, you're going to have that conversation. And I mean, that sounds like probably the worst conversation in the world. But like the stress of owning a house and things, of course you've got bills and everything like that. But it sounds like it's fresh and you should probably be loving life.
Yeah.
Like you just moved in together, that's amazing. And the whole buying a house thing, I get it. Because it's like, that's kind of like the whole thing of like what people do is kind of like almost like the Matrix, isn't it? Whether you do this, you do that, do this, do that. And then that's lovely for some people. It really, really works for some people. But other people, it might not.
Also, just touched on that, she mentioned about kind of feeling that's just too far in or too deep. If you now don't say anything and you carry on going through what you're going through, you're only going to prolong them feelings and it's only going to be harder.
You're just putting them in a cupboard that you're going to have to open that cupboard at some point.
Gonna have to unlock it.
You're going to have to unlock the cupboard to go get your walking boots when it's winter time. Do you know what I mean?
One thing you could do as well to say how you're truly feeling, just say to them, like, look, don't really know if this is when you have this conversation, and just go back home for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Go and stay back home for a couple of weeks and just see how you feel. You don't really know someone until you live with them as well, so you could just be getting to kind of see kind of the true side, not in a bad way, but just really seeing now how this person actually lives. You're now going to be living together, 24. Well, I'm guessing if they don't work away or whatever, 7 days a week, you're going to be seeing someone now. So you could just be getting used to that. I think these cycles are normal though, and these doubts can sometimes be normal. But if you're feeling really, really, really unhappy, you can't shake off and you can't get out of it, then you need to act on that. And
as well, you're never trapped. I know you might feel trapped, but you aren't ever trapped. Okay, like Robbie said, it's might cost you a couple of quid, but
that comes back though.
It comes back, and you aren't trapped. So make that sacrifice now. If you're not happy in a relationship, get out now. We've talked about this before. Get out. And if I think the fact that I'm not gonna lie, don't want to be that person. Sounds really shit, but the fact you're having these thoughts probably is that you're not in the right position. In my opinion.
And as well, if you don't really get taught how to live, do you? Do you know what I mean? You don't though. You literally you don't. You just have to figure it out. So you're probably just something that you might just be figuring out. To be honest.
Yeah. But I can't lie. If you're having these feelings, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a tough one because again, I kind of revert back to the grass is greener where you water it.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
We don't really know the reason why she's feeling like this.
No. But you are never trapped. Don't ever feel you're trapped. It makes me sad when people feel like they're trapped. But this doesn't sound like a situation you're trapped in. If you've got a lovely home environment still, just go back home, man. And I think when I moved back home, I was like, oh my God, I haven't lived at home for 5 years and I'm moving back home. I almost felt a bit of a failure. I've had the best time. I love living at home. I love it and it's great. But yeah, you're never trapped. And if you haven't got a good family home back at home, maybe there's a friend you can go stay with or something like that. You'll figure it out, but you're never trapped. Hope you're okay.
You'll be fine. You'll smash it. Let us know how you get on.
Yeah, you'll be okay. Oh.
Right. Talking about that as well, and kind of talking about money financially, how fucking expensive everything these days.
Oh my God.
That could be also be another factor as well, adjusting to that, getting used to that. Mortgage rates, I think they're on the decline actually. Food's going up. I mean, as an employer, national insurance, national living wage, all of that shit's going up. Pension. Railed arse, yes please. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's even like coffee. Oh my God. What's at the back of the room?
Coffee. I just love how we just always default to coffee.
Always.
Compare it to coffee.
Yeah, but genuinely, genuinely, coffee in like the co-op is like. Do you remember one time?
I'm sorry, yeah, but the co-op might as well be called daylight robbery.
No, but I went into B&M and it was still a £5.
Do you know why it's called daylight robbery? Actually,
no.
Fact of the day.
No.
Let me just unlock it in my brain. It's called daylight robbery because there used to be a tax. Oh, this could be wrong. There used to be a tax for windows back in the day, so people used to take the windows out and brick them up, so it was just a wall.
Daylight.
To block out the daylight.
Oh
That's where it gets the term from, daylight robbery.
That is so cool.
Ding did a ding. Can someone fact check that, please? But I'm sure that's right.
One time, I went into the co-op to get some coffee for Sweeties when I worked there.
£8.
And £9.
I made you take it back.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, and it was like early in the morning. I just tapped my card. We weren't really speaking. Moved on. Got to Sweeties. Give Robbie my receipt, and I was like, oh my God.
£9 for
that
coffee.
That coffee was £9. He went, you're taking it back.
Taking that back, dog.
And I was like,
that is a con.
I would never have bought £9 coffee. Can I just add? It was a mistake.
Yeah, it's just
it's absolutely obscene.
Do you know if it was like, I don't know, a really, really nice coffee, I wouldn't be bothered. Just the fact it's £9.
It was
for
Nescafe Gold.
A £2 coffee.
Nescafe Gold.
But I'll tell you one thing though, they invested like 200 million into cameras because everyone was stealing from them, and that's why everything's so expensive because everyone just robs from there.
Really?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what drives the price up as well, isn't it? Shoplifting. But the thing is, it drives the price up. Shoplifting drives the price up, then they put the prices too high, so people shoplift. So really, it's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
But you go in there and you literally get. We've obviously got Colt round the corner from the unit, as you know, because that's where you got robbed. Have you got a dividend card? Yeah, probably got about 1,000 points of it after I spent millions of pounds in there. You know, you get like a couple of bananas, an avocado, some salmon or something. It's like £12.
Yeah. I literally I literally spent £13 in there last night. I got some berries, I got some bread, I got some hot cross buns, shock, and I got some bananas.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. M&S is cheaper
Anything else?
M&S is cheaper than the Co-op.
Genuinely?
Genuinely.
I love M&S.
I love M&S. But again, it's convenience. It's around the corner. That's their strategy, isn't it? It's their...
But it just kind of... Do you know the average age to buy a house is 36?
I did not know that.
Well, we learnt that together on that LinkedIn course.
That amazing LinkedIn course where I was listening to everything.
Yeah, 36 is the average age to buy a house. Because, like, now, if I looked at it...
Where did they do that study? Because if that study was done in London, that's going to be different to here. Do we know?
Very true. But, like, there's no way in a cat and owl's chance I'd be able to buy a house right now. But then I wouldn't want to rent. So basically, I just need to find a really, really rich guy.
Well, actually, the Labour government, they're
Oh, it's Robbie's birthday in a couple of weeks. Next week. 7 days today. It's today. It's a week today.
Oh, it is.
And then it's my mum's birthday on the 12th. I'm not even here for Robbie Cat's birthday.
That's alright. I won't stress about it. I'm going to be working anyway.
We're celebrating this weekend.
We are. We're celebrating this weekend. So by the time this goes out again in 2026, I will be probably 40 by then. Been to the F1 arcade. Well, 2026, I might not be 27. We're going to the F1 arcade this weekend, aren't we?
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
So what do you actually do in it? Pretend to drive a car? Or is it like a simulation? Or is it like a...
Well, it's not a car. It's
a museum.
It's a race car. It's not. You're not just pretending to drive a Corsa. It's a high performance, high powered, fast motherfucker.
Wait, is it a real one?
Obviously not.
Oh, right. You can do that. You say that you can't do that.
You can't drive a race car.
Can you not? I thought you could rent them or something. Not for 20
You can drive like Lamborghinis and stuff, but you can't drive a race car. Mia, they go to speeds of like 200 miles per hour.
I do that in bloody Ford
It's like
Fiesta.
a fucking rocket.
I do that in Fernanda.
It's time for Never Have I Ever. Got railed on a dance floor. No.
Evacuate the dance floor. Talking about that really quick. One of our GGs actually wrote in and told us a story about her having a humpy pumpy time.
Yes,
on the dance floor.
we have decided to leave that out of the podcast.
Yeah. But thank you for writing in.
Yeah, thank you for writing in. Actually, she had quite a few.
She had quite a couple of wild ones. She's a wild cat.
Anyway, never have I ever waved at someone who wasn't waving at me. 3, 2, 1. Yes, I've done that a few times actually.
I've told you the one that I did not long ago, and I literally, it keeps me awake at night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes me
when they don't say anything.
cringe.
Yeah. Last one is never have I ever faked being sick from work.
Sweet HQ.
I have.
Genuinely.
Have you never?
I don't think I've ever pulled a sickie. Oh, no, I have. I have when I did shotgunning.
Quite funny, actually. When I was 16, 17, 18, I was a feral teenager.
I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
I'm trying to think how old I was while I was driving, actually, so I must have been 17. Yeah, I worked at Waitrose, and my best friend was working there at the time as well on the fish counter. I fucking creased that she used to work on the fish counter. So, yeah, I didn't turn up for the shift one day. I'd been out. I'd got absolutely been in town on fake ID. Absolutely writ off to the point where I couldn't even tell you what day of the week it was. Somehow I ended up in New York Designer Outlet as well. Obviously, we didn't end up there when I was pissed. We got up the next day. I didn't turn up for work. And they're shouting over the tannoy in the store, "Can Mr. Cooper please come to the office?" I'm not even there. And they're ringing me and I just didn't even answer. Yeah, I was a right little twat.
Then what did you say happened?
Well, so then when I went, because I only used to work a Sunday because I was working full-time Monday to Friday elsewhere, I went in and told them at the time, the Atrium, so a pub or a club, I was out in the club, I lost my phone and my wallet, and I had no way of contacting them. But because I was a good member of staff, they did keep me on. Right, team, do not forget, make sure you are following the podcast wherever you're listening to it on. We're available across wherever you listen to your podcast. Rate it 5 stars, anything under 5 stars.
You're not allowed to. When you do that,
There's
it
one
declines
rule.
and says, "You are an idiot."
It declines and says, "Foolish, foolish, foolish." Snowflake, snowflake, snowflake.
Melt, melt, melt.
Oh, we're tuning them out. Oh. That brings us to the end of today's podcast. That's another one in the bag for y'all. Have an absolute fantastic week.
Hope we brightened your day as much as you brighten ours.
Yeah, stay safe, stay positive, and get railed.
Yeah, let us know if you have any fun this weekend.
Peace and love, bye.
Love yous.
GG's, thank you so much for listening.
We really hope you enjoyed it.
Whether you did or you didn't, subscribe either way.
See you next week.
See you later.